I'm Yesh Khanna and I'll be going to Temple University this fall. I have been admitted into Temple University's honors program and I'll be studying global studies with a specialization in global security over there.
Okay. So you took your SATs?
Yes, I took my HCTs and my TOEFL, and for both of the exams, I had taken help from Jamboree.
Exactly. Can you describe the process that you've been through with Jamboree or without even you personally what
Yeah,
all
so
efforts?
so when I was in my 11th grade, I joined Jamboree for my SAT coaching classes as it is the most basic requirement for applying to any American universities or as a matter of fact in some Canadian universities as well. So I joined Jamboree for my SAT coaching and it was a very wonderful experience, and given that I required some special attention, I think the Jamboree faculty was amazing and they helped me till the end. After that, I I used the Jamboree's consultancy services in order to shortlist universities. It was also a pleasant experience, and finally in the end I used Jamboree for my TOEFL classes, and as we all know TOEFL is one of the prerequisites for accepting your offer into any foreign universities. So as far as the coaching for examinations is concerned, I believe that Jamboree helped me to the core, given that I required personal attention more than other students. So it was altogether a really wonderful and smooth experience.
Okay, great and nice to know because I'm part of Jamboree. It's very flattering. Anyone in particular that you want to give, or obviously apart from your parents, mom, dad, anyone in particular from Jamboree that you want
Yeah,
to credit?
yeah, yeah. So I don't know from where to start. Like I'll probably start from my SAT coaching teachers, Rajan Chadha sir for math and Samir Chopra sir for verbal and Anupam ma'am for TOEFL. So in my case, I cannot write. I don't understand to write. So all these three people, they made notes for me in the class, and that was really touching. I mean, the amount of hard work which they put in, because at one hand you're teaching and at the other hand you're making notes for a child. So obviously that requires much more work. So I was really touched. Furthermore, Sonia ma'am and Manish sir. Sonia ma'am has been always been there for me at any hour of the day. She was my go-to person for any kind of help that I needed. And obviously, Manish, he has been a great help in shortlisting my universities and profile building. I did my profile building on my own basically, but you know, if you cannot shortlist universities, you don't know where to apply. And if you don't know where to apply, then there's no point of anything at all you do,
Right,
right?
right.
So Manish sir has been truly wonderful. But the most important three people in Jamboree, which I would like to thank, are my teachers that took to prepare me for the two of the most important exams of my life.
Great, great. Any advice that you want to, pass on to other students? Anything that you think that you could have done better or you did and it helped?
Well, I had two pieces of advice. First of all is a phenomenon called W curve. I think most other students
Hmm.
know what is the W curve, but still I would like to give a brief explanation. So basically the W curve means that in 9th and 11th your academic performance will certainly decline. It will restore in 10th and 12th, but for sure it will decline in 9th and 11th. So I was very well aware of this fact कि भैया I'm gonna score somewhat near average in 9th and 11th. So what I did was I invested more of my time in 9th and 11th in extracurricular activities. In order to balance out the decline in my academics, I performed more in my extracurriculars. So that's the first piece of advice. And the second piece of advice I would like to give all of anybody who's watching, it's a piece of advice and I don't know how to explain it, so basically I'll give you my own example. Ever since I was 14, 15, I was like, in my mind I had this blind aim that I want to be a computer programmer. I want to pursue computer science. Blind aim. I did not know what were the requirements in the college or stuff. And when I came into my 10th and 11th, in 11th I took up non-medical because you need math and science for taking up computer science, right? And but what happened? I realized that I suck at math. Math was not for me, I was not for math. And coincidentally, in 10th, 11th, 12th, my interest inclined towards public debates and Model United Nations. So now, as I told you earlier also, even though I'm from a science background, I took science, non-medical in 11th and 12th. I'm still going for global studies. So I think the most important piece of advice is before you make any decision or blindly follow someone's advice, please take out at least 30 minutes to introspect that the thing which I'm about to do, is it meant for me or am I meant for this particular career or job? And if the answer is no, try finding something else, something which you can excel or something in which you're good at. Because even if you end up doing something you do not like, it will be a utter waste of your 4 years and your money. That's it.
Very mature advice, man. Very mature. So, so where do you see yourself? Like, I mean, is there something, some image of you, maybe 15
And
years,
so,
anything?
so like I told you earlier also,
Hmm.
I'll be specializing in global security,
Hmm.
and that by itself is a very narrow field,
Hmm.
and you see the future prospects get really less. in certain specialized field. So I I aspire to work in the United Nations, or maybe I'll work with the Indian government someday, helping them draft a national foreign policy and helping them on their security issues, but who knows?
I
Uh,
wish you all the best, man.
Thank
I
you.
wish you all the best. I mean, I wish you end up with United Nations, and if not, Indian government is always there.
Yeah,